In this video, I will show reconcilers how to create expense reports for others. Click on Expense, Expense Reports, and Manage Approve Expense Reports. This section above is called the header section. Primary supervisors and administrators are pretty much the only ones that will use this section, so I highly recommend you minimize it as soon as you get to the screen to avoid confusion. Also, if you scroll to the bottom of your screen, you'll see a section with claimed expenses. We will enter our expenses later, but for now, I highly recommend you minimize that section. Now we are open to just the Manage Expense Reports, and you will click New. In this screen, this portion here is the header section. You will not enter information into that section. It will populate when you create the expense report. This is the area that you will enter all of the information to start the expense report. There are tabs across the top here, and it's important that you follow the order of the tabs. We only need to do purpose, locations, and default charges. We'll go ahead and start on our Purpose tab, and we'll type in the description. Next, you want to select the employee that you're creating the expense report for by clicking on the magnifying glass in either this box or this box. Both have the exact same search fields, so we'll click it. And in your pop-up, you'll click Query. Most commonly, you'll query by employee name. So you want to change that to contains, and then you want to put the last name of the person that you're doing a report for. In this example, we'll do one for Kate Amdor. In this pop-up, you want to select the group, and the role is your role, which is Reconciler, and then employee is the employee you're doing the expense report for. Okay, then we want to choose whether it's overnight travel or local, and you select one of these lines. We'll leave it at overnight travel, and then our travel dates, say the 7th through the 9th, and then a description. Next, we'll click on locations, and if we have a favorite location saved, click on the magnifying glass, and it'll pull up all locations that you have saved. For this example, we'll do a new location. The first thing you need to do is query for the country. Select that. Next, you'll select your state. We'll select Georgia. And you do the same thing in the city box, but you can also start typing, and it'll pull up a list that you can select from. Next, we want to go to Default Charges, and then on the charge line in the box, click on the magnifying glass, and that'll take you to all of your charge trees so you can select your project code. At this point, it is very important to save your expense report. Otherwise, you will be able to add expense lines, but when then you try to save it, it will give you errors and you won't be able to proceed. So please make sure you save it. Now you can see all of your expense report information, your expense report number. You can see the status and the description. And that is how you create an expense report for other people. Please watch Step 2 in the videos for expense reporting. That video will show you how to add all of your expenses.